Hello there, my name's John McCarthy. It is my great, distinct pleasure to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. This is gonna get good. Match play is in the air today. All right, let's get into it. And hopefully this one's nice and safe in the fairway. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. And from here, we're looking at about 195 yards or so to the pin. Heading for the bunker, I think. And let's see what happens. This is his second. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. Okay, from the green side sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here. Well, let's see what happens for this fella in the bunker. And from the green side bunker. Beautiful. Putter's coming out. That's all I care about. And this putt's going to put him one up. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Ooh, just missed. All right, 8 feet to the cup. Just a little too much power. And hopefully you can get this one in there for the double. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. All right, we're moving to the next hole. Now that you've conceded the putt, your opponent will win this hole. But we got another chance on the next one. And after that first hole, tough break, you're one down. And the 11th is a par 3. And they've chosen a hybrid on this one. Well, he had a nice little shot there, clearing that bunker and sticking it on the green. All right, let's go. Well, you tried, you just didn't quite hit this green. Okay, second shot on the 11th. I'll take that. And this one is a safe par. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. This putt's good so far. And it drops in for the par. Good job. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. All right, that one's going to go down, and he will take the hole. Your opponent is 2 up on you after that one. Okay, here we go. Par 5, 12th. Looks like this one's in the fairway. All right, let's send this ball away. Ooh, just tattooed that drive. Here's our second shot on the 12th. You know, this is very, very sandy in this. He's sitting right in the beach. Let's see how he can make his escape. Oh, the glory that could have been. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. Oh my, you almost got that. Okay, out of that bunker onto the green now. That's good stuff. Now, let's try, see what we can do with that long putt. All right, this next putt for the par. This one's got a pretty hard break left to the right. All right, if this next putt drops for him, he's going to go 3 up. Looks like a right to left break. Nothing wrong with that putt. And this putt's around 7 feet. Ooh, almost. And here he is setting up for this putt. If it drops, he goes 3 up. Okay, we'll concede another putt here today and move on. Okay, 13th hole, and this is a par 4. All right, give this a rip. Oops, that's no good. All right, that one's on the green. We're going to focus on the positives and just worry about that extremely long putt in a little bit. And he will hit from the rough. Looks like the sand coming up. And what will go down here? He's in the sand. Ooh, he almost got that to go. All right, if you can get this to go, yeah, it's worth celebrating. We'll put it that way. This one's way out there. Let's see what goes down. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. I think it's breaking to the left. Oh, right by. Setting up here for the bogey. And if he sinks this, the hole will be halved. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Let's pick that one up and go to the next. And that hole's halved. And now for the par 5, 14th hole. Looking forward to see what you do here. Well, this drive's looking okay. And he will set up from around 235 yards out. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. Yeah, something was amiss on that swing, I think. We are in the deep stuff here. Well, let's see how he does here from the greenside bunker. And now this from 12 feet. Ooh. Okay, this putt and you can win the hole. Yep, I knew you had it in you. Great way to bounce back. Birdieing this one after bogeying the last. Great stuff. Getting closer to your friend's score after that one. That is a good thing. Let's see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. Yikes. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. And here's their 8-iron. And let's get into something a little more comfortable. Get out of this sand. Oh, he almost got that chip to go. Ooh. for the bogey. And if he sinks this next putt, we're going dormy. All right, now that you've conceded that putt, we'll head to the next hole. Well, let's regroup before the next tee. See what we can do then. And this one is a par 4 here on the 16th. This one just barely makes its way into that second cut of rough. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Okay, we're pretty deep into this rough. Gonna need a good hack at this. And here's his second shot. This might not be enough out of the rough. Setting up here from the deep stuff. All right, coming out of the rough, you might not have enough on it. And setting up here in a fairway bunker. I sympathize. I sympathize. It's you're just gonna have to get out of yet another bunker. It's okay. And we found ourselves in the second cut here. I think we're going left here. Okay, we're back in the fairway. That's good stuff. Now let's hit the green. Let's get up and out of here. And yeah, that's another bunker. That's a bit gross. All right, good to be back in the fairway. Well, let's see how he gets out of this one. Let's see if our little friend here can get up and down out of this bunker. And from the bunker, let's see what he does. All right, if he sinks this, you're done, bud. And now that you've conceded that final putt of the match to your opponent, this one's over. And this match is over. Your friend's going to wind up victorious, ending the match at 4 up. Well, on behalf of myself and the team here at HB Studios and 2K Sports, thanks for playing. I had fun. Hopefully you did too. Hello and a big warm welcome from me, John McCarthy, to you for playing PGA Tour 2K25. Looks like it's just the back 9 of this course on the docket today. Hope you have a wonderful round on the course today. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens. And looking short from the sand on this one. And we're about, I don't know, 200 yards or so from the pin from here. Don't want to go too far on this one. The green slopes away from us around that pin. Ooh, right off the tree there. Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. I think he's put it on a good line. Not a bad result from that distance. And this one's just about 6 feet. And if he manages to sink this putt, the hole will be halved. And after that one, we're all square here. Here comes the 11th hole. Well, that'll work for you. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Okay, he's in the sand. Let's see if he can get out. This one's about 100 yards out. This one's going left. All right, we're back in the fairway. I like it. It's setting up for your 4th stroke here. Here we go, 10 feet away. I think this one's breaking just a touch to the left. And the putt drops for the bogue. And this putt's going to put him 1 up. And your friend over there is 1 up after that one. And now to the 12th hole. It's a par 3. Well, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. The approach is heading a bit to the right. Okay, second shot here on the 12th. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. Okay, we're speeding things up. You're not even going to make him putt that one out. Let's head to the next. All right, over to number 13, and this one's a par 4. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Ouch. And here's a 6-iron from them. And here's our second shot on the 13th. Okay, we're in the deep rough. Careful. And here we go. This one for par. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Oh. And if this next putt drops, he's going to go 3 up. All right, conceding another putt. Let's head on to the next. Okay, let's have a nice tee shot. We got a par 3 here on the 14th. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Well, let's see what you got. I don't think you're going to like this. Well, that approach kind of missed the mark a little bit. And from the green side, bunker, looking for an up and down here. Nicely played out of that bunker. Okay, let's get this ball in the hole. This to save par. Oh, unfortunate. This one's 8 feet. And unfortunately, second bogey in a row. Let's kick this bad luck to the curb, starting with the next tee shot. And if this next putt drops, he will go to 4 up. Okay, next up is the par 5 15th. He might end up in the rough on this one. Let's see. All right, that one ended up rolling just barely into that second cut. Okay, time to send it. Oh, something went amiss. Look out. Okay, coming out of the second cut. Could be dicey. Let's see what he does.